Stand by for a start. Gates open. Off they go. She's Got Merit actually from the inside was the first of them to leave. Indominus had broken well. San Crispino Tredenzia. It's working across looking for the lead, and here's the favourite now, Soleil striding forward. And so as they settle down, Tredenzia fired up on the bridle, leads the way from Soleil. She's Got Merit third. Fourth is San Crispino, a length and a half further back. Indominus easing back in the field, and around the outside Tiff has spoken, quickly headed it. Then Aberdeen Queen, the speed slowing right up now as they work onto the riverside. From Our Ideal, who got planted wide with 1,000 to go. They're being followed by Dark Mission, reefing and tearing in a muddlingly run race. Over on the outside, Baby Blues in the last combo. They included Cable Guy, who's outside of Ava Express, going out past the 800 now. And Tredenzia locked down in front, had them bottled up behind it. The favourite sitting right there at its girth on the outside, Soleil. Tiff has spoken, cruising around them here with a slow pace up, running third. Back on the inside to She's Got Merit, being shaded by San Crispino. In that three deep line is Our Ideal. Indominus worked upon, followed by Aberdeen Queen. Baby Blues out wider. Dark Mission still back behind them in heavy traffic from Cable Guy. Ava Express is last of all. They turn for home. They should really quicken now. Soleil ambled up, quickly races past Tredenzia. A length and a half behind those then. On the outside is Our Ideal. Tiff has spoken, but Soleil had broken nicely clear. And down past the 100, the favourites home and ho, Soleil. Soleil coming right away from Our Ideal. Tiff has spoken and Indominus, but Soleil canted in. Soleil won from Our Ideal. Not sure though about third. Tiff has spoken, Dark Mission, and also on the outside there running on Indominus from Cable Guy. Aberdeen Queen, She's Got Merit, Tredenzia, then San Crispino, further back Ava Express, and Baby Blues had cut up to finish back. They're a clear cut last. Well, Soleil has won comfortably from Our Ideal. Tiff has spoken, will grab third in the photo. 12, 4 and 6 will be the placings. 12, 4 and 6, Soleil making it look very, very easy there as she cruised up to the pacemaker and dashed away, but 1:38.82. They simply made it a sprint from the corner. It was a lackluster affair. Soleil rated up there at the girth of the pacemaker Tredenzia, and others were back in the field, reefing, tearing, sitting three deep, and they didn't do a lot. Soleil was the one that certainly dominated there, being able to rate up outside the pacemaker, and with her class she put them away very effectively. The Toronado filly for My Solar Blue, trained by Darren McAuliffe, ridden by Lucy Warwick. Second will be 4 Our Ideal, Mitchell Pateman for Tiana Robertson. 6 Tiff has spoken, Alan Kennedy for the Sharon Miller stable. 12, 4, 6, 3 Dark Mission ran fourth, pulled its head off back in the field, and fifth was number 9 Indominus. 2.5 lengths and a long neck were the margins there to race 4. Race 5, the Ted Van Heemp Stakes over 2100, a field of 8, no changes to come there in the next. They sprinted that last 600 in 34.99, 34.99 there. So an absolute jog fest, and then a sprint from the 400 metre mark. That's virtually all it was, and it didn't take much for Soleil to put them to the sword there, running away with the easiest of victories. As we head downstairs, Britt Taylor now catches up with the winning trainer, Darren McAuliffe.
I do have Darren McAuliffe down here after the victory of Soleil. And D-Mac, you must have come here today with some degree of confidence, given the type of horses she's been racing just behind.
Yeah, I think that speaks volumes of it. Britt, you hit the nail on the head. I think the 3-year-olds this season have been an exceptional bunch, and you know, she's had no luck throughout her preparation and drew wide again today and had to force to do some work, but the race pattern today was in our favour than the weather gods. So, yeah, I was giggling a long way out.
Was that the plan always from the outset for Lucy, just to roll forward and just take her time in getting to the front from that wide alley?
Yeah, the way those first couple of races were run, it shored up my thinking. Yeah, look, she's pretty quick out. She can sort of plonk herself in a spot in those shorter course races. So, you know, from a mile, now that we put the blinkers on her, she's just, she always begins pretty well. But when we had the winkers on her, she just sort of a little bit, just struggled to sort of, I don't know, just get into a spot and go through her gears and just maintain a decent racing spot. But blinkers on's been a big plus, and yeah, she's going super.
How How have you assessed her campaign in its totality? Because she's been thrown in the deep end. She's been in some pretty nice races and certainly hasn't disgraced herself and performed really well.
Oh, she's just had no luck. You know, that's the only way you can really assess it. Everyone knows my opinion of her. Yeah, she's a high-class filly. Had we been able to draw a gate and get a little bit of a cosier run, and in a couple of the other ones, you know, she may well have you know, some group form against her name. But look, yeah, I love her.
Do you believe that group form will come in time? She'll get that on her?
Oh, look, we'll probably give it a let up now, and we'll maybe just bring her back, give her a couple of weeks off, and then just bring her up for that Bunbury 3-year-old stakes race, the Breeders' Classic, and we've had a bit of success in that in the past. Aiming for that 1400 is probably a perfect trip for her. Yeah, and then next year I think those fillies and mares races will be a really good thing for her, like a really good option, because she'll run 1800 definitely.
Future looks very, very bright. Well done on this win.
Thanks, Brett.
Darren McAuliffe there after the victory of Soleil, and Scott's with Lucy.
Certainly am, Lucy. This poor filly, she's had no luck all campaign. She still didn't draw a gate today, but it looked like she finally got a race that was run to suit.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Like, I had to do a tiny bit of work to get across, but the pace backed off nicely, and as you see, it's an on-pace day. It suited her great, and she really didn't have much to go around. She just had to let down, and to her credit, she put them away.
What do you think of all her runs in those 3-year-old features? She was in pretty much all of them, and she was brave in all, I thought.
Yeah, I thought if she'd had a nice run in all of them, she would have probably won a few. You know, like, she had to do a lot of work. She kept drawing awkward, probably not like terrible, but, you know, like 7s and 8s, and just didn't have the speed to get into a posse. So it's great to see her win a race for all the owners and Darren.
I know that Darren early on in the campaign was talking a Kingston Town, 1800 type of trip. What sort of distance do you think she'll get in time?
Yeah, definitely could get over a bit of ground. She, like, you know, she had to work a teeny bit then, so I don't see why not.
Congratulations, Lucy. Well done.
Thanks a lot.
Soleil takes out the Amelia Park handicap. A really, really well-deserved win for a horse that, as Darren and Lucy have pointed out, just hasn't had luck go her way throughout her campaign. She's contested the Burgess Queen, the Champion Fillies, the WA Guineas, the Lastia, and she will go out for just a couple of weeks. A winner after taking out the Amelia Park handicap.
Dreams give me a reason to change them, pull them apart, split at the seams. I won't forget where I came from. Why won't you let me just be who I am when I know what I'm doing is right?